Your home can look beautiful, but simple decorating mistakes can make it feel cold and uninviting. Because what truly makes a home inviting isn't just what you buy, it's how you bring it all together. Today, I'm sharing 20 of these mistakes and how to fix them, so you can create the kind of space people never want to leave, including you. They're not complicated or expensive, but once you start applying them, everything changes. Your home feels softer, your guests relax, and you can finally exhale. I'm Lana Mari, a designer helping you create a beautiful life through style and design. So let's begin at number 20, and you'll want to stay to number 1 because it might just change the way you feel about your home. Bathrooms are often the most overlooked when it comes to warmth. All the hard surfaces, tile, glass, chrome can make them feel cold and functional. Add softness wherever you can, a textured rug, framed artwork, or a small plant by the sink. And for guests, neatly folded face cloths or rolled hand towels instantly make the space feel cared for. Because a welcoming bathroom isn't about luxury, it's about thoughtfulness. If your home feels a little distant or formal, it might be your seating. When chairs only face the TV or line the walls, conversations fall flat. Create connection by angling seats slightly inwards, pulling stools closer, or adding a table between them. Those subtle adjustments draw people together and instantly make a room feel warmer. Corners are often forgotten or become a place where clutter piles up, but they're a chance to soften your space and bring the room into balance. A tall plant, floor lamp, or accent chair can round off harsh edges and make the layout feel intentional. Even a small stack of books or a piece of art can turn an empty corner into something considered. Because when every corner has a purpose, the whole room feels complete. Lighting isn't just brightness, it's mood. Too often homes rely on a single overhead fixture, which creates glare and harsh shadows. Instead, use layers of light, a floor lamp near a sofa, wall sconces to soften corners, or candles for that evening calm. You want light at different heights so the space feels balanced and warm, not flat. And always choose warm bulbs over cool. It's the difference between a house that looks good and one that feels good. Bare windows can make a room feel exposed or unfinished. Natural light is essential, but too much of it without softness can leave a space feeling cold. In bedrooms especially, window treatments do more than block light. They add warmth, texture, and a sense of calm. Choose curtains that fall softly to the floor or layer blinds that filter daylight gently. Because when light feels softened, the whole room feels warm and inviting. Even with beautiful furniture, too much of it in one space can make guests feel uneasy, like they're intruding. If you have to weave between chairs or can't pull one out easily, there's no flow. Edit down to your best, most functional pieces. Leave breathing room between items so people and energy can move freely. Comfort isn't about how much you have, it's about how well you can move through it. A cold floor changes the whole mood of a room. If your space feels unfinished, it's probably missing texture underfoot. Add a rug or even layer 2 for depth, like jute beneath wool. It's an instant way to grind the room and quiet the acoustics. When you soften the floor, the entire atmosphere softens with it. Too many hard lines can make even the most stylish rooms feel cold, so check your shapes. Glass, marble, and metal are beautiful, but they need balance. Add round forms, a curved coffee table, a bowl, even a soft cushion. Those gentle curves create movement and flow. Because the brain reads circles as safe, that's why they feel so comforting. Matching sets promise simplicity, but they rob a room of soul. When every cushion, curtain, and chair leg looks the same, it starts to feel like a catalogue. Curate, don't coordinate. Mix your tones, styles, and eras, but stay within one overall palette. That contrast creates energy, and energy is what makes a home feel alive. Minimalism can be beautiful, but empty rooms often feel unfinished, not peaceful. If your home feels bare, it's missing layers that tell your story. Try a rug underfoot, curtains that fall softly to the floor, or a side chair with a throw. Comfort comes from cohesion, the feeling that every corner is cared for. And when every detail feels considered, a house stops looking styled and starts feeling loved. Your entryway sets the tone for the entire home. If it's cluttered, dark, or cold, guests feel it instantly. And so do you. Treat entryways like a first impression. You want it calm, organised and intentional. Opt for closed storage to hide coats and shoes, and add a bench or tray to keep essentials neat for you and your guests. If you prefer guests to remove their shoes, keep a basket and a few pairs of guest slippers by the door. It makes them feel instantly welcome and at ease, because that first impression lingers long after the door closes. Fabrics hold emotion. If cushions look flat, throws feel rough, or bedding has lost its softness, the whole room feels tired. Choose tactile materials that invite touch, linen, boucle or wash cotton, and where you can, use feather cushion inserts for that effortless, lived-in look. You don't need more, just better. Because when textiles feel beautiful, people instinctively relax, and that's what makes a home feel lived in and loved. Sometimes a home feels off because it doesn't feel like you. Pinterest perfect spaces can look beautiful, but feel disconnected, too polished or too borrowed. Always build from authenticity. Display something that tells your story, a photo, a piece of art, a travel find. When guests walk in, they should sense who lives there. Perfection is impressive, but personality is magnetic. If your home feels a little stiff or staged, it might be your styling. Too many perfectly folded throws, overly arranged cushions, or symmetrical decor can make a space look polished but not lived in. Mix balance with imperfection. A throw draped loosely, a book left open, or a candle half burned. Those small touches add warmth, movement, and personality, the things that make a room feel real. When each room tells a different story, the whole home feels disjointed. Repeat tones, textures, or a single signature detail, a black accent, a linen fabric, or a certain metal. It ties everything together and makes the house feel intentional. Think of your home like a playlist. The songs can change, but they should still sound like you, because flow is the quiet mark of confidence in design. When every colour blends too neatly, the room can lose its energy, so mix your tones. Pair light with dark, soft with bold, matte with shine. Those contrasts add depth, rhythm, and a little tension, because colour isn't just what you see, it's what makes a space feel, and balance always feels better than perfection. If something feels subtly off, but you can't tell why, it's usually proportion. Artwork that's too small, lamps that are too tall, furniture that overwhelms. Balance scale by pairing opposites, a large frame beside a smaller one, a heavy base with a lighter top. Our eyes crave rhythm, and when you find it, the space instantly feels harmonious. Good design isn't about size, it's about balance. The most uninviting rooms are often the most unused. A guest room you never enter, a dining room that's always closed off. They hold stagnant energy. Reclaim them, turn a corner into a reading nook, a spare space into a creative zone. Homes should support how you live today, not who you used to be, because a home that serves you serves everyone in it. A room can be perfectly styled, but without life it feels empty. Fresh flowers or greenery add colour, texture and movement that no object can replace. Even a single stem in a vase can change the energy of a room. Use plants the way we use art, to soften edges and draw the eye. Choose seasonal tones and varieties that complement your home's palette. It keeps everything feeling harmonious. Because when something living is in the space, it makes everything else feel alive too. If your home looks beautiful but still feels off, it could be the scent. Lingering pet smells, musty rugs, or stale air can make even a lovely room feel unclean. Freshness is part of the aesthetic. Clean your rugs, wash your throws, and open the windows often. If you love candles, choose ones made from natural waxes like soy or beeswax with clean, non-toxic ingredients. Because when your home smells fresh rather than overly fragranced, it instantly feels more inviting. So if your home doesn't feel inviting right now, it's not because it's wrong, it's because it hasn't been edited with intention yet. Start small, light a lamp, move a chair, remove one piece of clutter. Those simple changes can completely shift the energy of a room.